So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 34. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Caught out right by Renfro. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here as they've got it 2nd and 7. Now Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, it's Carr. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Beautiful throw right there on 3rd down, and it looked like this was going to be 6 points. But a nice touchdown-saving tackle at the end of this. Even still, this offense is knocking on the door now with a 1st and goal at the 1.
1st and goal at the 1. Jacobs will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Faking the give. Now Watson. Dancing to his left. And this is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Watson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Yikes. Terrible kick headed straight for the sidelines. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Now it's Carr. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10...
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Charles Harris charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Carr, that ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Able to find Warner. That's complete. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
2nd down and goal. Carr. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. After the interception, here's Watson. Going up top. They've got his man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the 36, Watson. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On 1st down, Watson. He'll go out to the flat for Edmonds. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now a first down throw, Watson. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 41.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
offense set to get this drive started. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Carr's throw taken in by Valdes-Scantling. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson escaping the pressure right. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the play.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Throwing on first down is Carr. Flushed out right. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense. offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
87 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Ross Blacklock on the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it pushes the lead up to 23. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Watson. He finds his target. It's Schultz. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Watson off play action. Finding some room at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Mullen. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Carr now to throw. Forced out to his left. Looking for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Carr, he finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Here's Jacobs, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Shaun Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And the silver and black continue to roll. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
On 3rd down, they run with Edmonds. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
1st down, Houston.
On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Raiders will take over here just shy of the 30. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. On play action, it's Carr. He's going to air one out. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for the Raiders.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Touchdown, Raiders! 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Steps away. He's got a 1st down past the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
Watson on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
On 1st down, it's Watson. Being chased out left. Edmonds a 1st down and more. And all the way down to the 5. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves. but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The 6-yard line.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 3rd and goal. Trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. A shotgun snap for Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this team continues to stake its claim as Super Bowl favorites. They are now eyeing an 8th straight win as they begin this drive here in the 4th quarter. 105 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Back to throw, Watson. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's got it to Collins, complete. And all the way down to the 27. A huge play there for Houston.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. He'll buy some time right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance. The passing.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Fourth down, off goes Watson. On comes Texan kicker Ka'imi Fairbairn for the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel down for.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Las Vegas,
it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And next week they get to stay home again as the Los Angeles Chargers come to town. Meanwhile, for the Texans, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9.